Hi, everybody. I am Deodo. Welcome into Poppin Off. How's everybody doing? Hi. I know it's been a week. It's weird. Everything feels a little rusty. My computer didn't even want to work today. Anyway, joining with me, as always, is my best friend, Pete.
Rusty?
I felt a little rusty, man.
Feel a little rusty. You scream the start of every single time. I feel like there's no rust when you start like that.
Well, I got to shake the rust off. That's why I had to scream. You know,
well played.
I get back into the swing of things. It's fat. Oh, hi, Johnny Rico. Hi.
Like, he's not rusty.
Rico's here whether we do a show live or not.
Introducing our third person, Rusty.
Rusty, the producer.
Oh,
Rusty.
Paul.
Rusty.
Hey, Paul.
Are you kidding me? Rusty?
Your name from now on is Rusty, the producer.
Never in a million years will I
like,
yep. Rusty.
Absolutely not.
That is the name of like an animated car or something like that. That
well played. Like in a movie called Cars.
There was a TV show with a guy named Rusty. I can't remember what the show is, but it was like an okay character.
I think it was the Clampets. I think it was Beverly Hills.
Was that the ABC Family like show? With all the pledges, and fraternities.
You know why I remember that?
Looked cool for an episode, and then just turned out to be regular ABC Family crap.
Yeah. You know why I remember that? Because Hulu keeps trying to get me to watch it. It keeps coming up in my suggestions. I don't know if they just got it for Hulu or what.
Today, God, I'd hate to be your algorithm.
It's all Deadpool and like Bob's Burgers, and that's pretty much it. It's Greek. Tim has it. Tim is a big fan of it.
Did Tim just give up on what he should name himself when he gets into this at this point? Like, has he just given up? Is that where we're at? Jesus H. Christ, Tim. What's our product, Danny? Whatever. What's our product?
Tonight's product of the night.
This the kind of beat to go.
Tonight's pop culture item of the night is some really awesome DC Wonder Woman 1984 neon shoes. And look, I love the coloring. I don't know if I like the actual shoe themselves because I'm not a big high tops fan, but you give me some low tops, I'm in. I like the colors.
I like them. I like the high tops. Well, I get it. Us short people, we don't really like high tops because they go up to our kneecaps. So that's why Danny doesn't like high top shoes. But like, I think it looks really colorful. It looks like candy to me.
It feels like somebody's just grabbing my ankles when I wear high tops. So like that's why it feels uncomfortable. Aloha, Martin.
I'm assuming that's Martin.
Did Patty Jenkins include the mall scene in Wonder Woman 1984 just so that they could sell these shoes?
Oh, absolutely. They're sold by Hot Topic. Just so you know.
I mean, I can't hate on like the shoes. They look pretty cool, and they're pretty on theme for today because I mean, today is the day we thought we would never see. Right?
Silence! We have to go to the next segment before you can talk about what today's is.
But what's that segment?
Did you just yell
Disney plus others
at me?
Yeah.
The craziest thing is that you actually did it.
But it was such a great cut because Paul seemed like such a fucking diva. I get one, but he's like, "Did you just say silence to me?" And then it just cut like that was the most hilarious thing I think I've ever seen Paul or heard Paul say.
This is like, did you just like try to like shut me down?
Yeah, Danny,
over
silence.
Video call.
Silence. I would be if that was a Zoom work call. I'd be so pissed. I would be just shitting on you in my group chat, just being like, "Did you see that mother?" But
Danny, you know that I can literally silence you.
I mean, I have an unmute button.
Anyway, but what are we leading in? What was this big thing? It was a Snyder Cut, right?
Would you like to say
here?
Merry Snyder Miss, everybody?
Really, like who thought we were gonna get to this day though? Like up until a couple months ago, I mean, a lot of weird stuff's happened in the last year, but like really, who thought we would actually ever see the Snyder Cut after all the years of lobbying by fans? It's kind of crazy.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, out the gate, I say again, we all have 2 thumbs. Out the gate on the count of 3. Put your thumb selection up in comparison to the last one. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I mean, you can't not put 2 thumbs up. When you put the caveat in comparison to the last one, absolutely 2 thumbs way up for sure.
Yeah, although it's probably fair on Warner, like in defense of Warner Brothers, which is a rare thing for me. It's probably fair to say that like planning this out as a 4-hour movie was probably a bad plan at the start of this entire process, like 10 years ago. But I digress. I mean, it was still a kick-ass movie, and it added so much. Well, what did you guys think?
You want wait before we get that answer? And I didn't say silence. I just said wait 1 second. You want to roll a clip?
To the cloud.
Well, it's a silent clip, Danny.
Oh, it's a silent clip. I don't know. Tim's yelling it in all caps in the chat that we got. I think they wanted to go to it quick. I don't know.
See, ooh.
I condensed the entire 4 hours into 15 seconds.
But the rusty cut.
The rusty cut.
It's called the rusty cut.
The rusty cut.
I hate you both.
Eat a dick, everybody.
Okay, let's actually like jump into like
what stood out?
Actual thoughts about the movie. What stood out to both of you?
Okay, for me, 100%. And I was already having conversations all day with Johnny Rico because I've been watching the movie in parts, and he had to do the same. And I know Pete, you watched a third of it, and then you had to take a break and. So not because it was too much movie, just because we were all doing stuff all day. We've all been working. Rico was.
I fell asleep.
But for me, I said initially right off the bat, I have a better appreciation for Flash and Cyborg. Like I felt like not that they weren't in the original movie, but just I like them better now after this cut because it really like kind of they had more quirks and it made them into their characters more. And I really felt more of an appreciation for both of them where I didn't feel that in the original movie at all. I was like, oh, well, yeah, I know they're in the Justice League and I know they're those characters, but like, I really like those 2 characters now. And so I'm really happy about that. I mean, not only that, but I mean, as Rico pointed out to me a bunch of times, but I also was getting this. Steppenwolf is definitely like a way more fleshed out like villain.
Step up. Boom.
Yeah. What about you, Pete?
Well, okay, I need to look at Paul's face before I say this because I'm gonna go into it. But like, because he's been championing Fisher for the entire time. Is that going to be your thing that stood out?
It's definitely something to touch upon, but there's other stuff you want to go into.
But there is just I just want to say just because out the gate they did so much more character development within Cyborg for this, which was so great. Which oddly enough, I couldn't tell whether this was. I mean, it seems like he was a necessity, and like he really drove the team aspect for it. But honestly, if you look too, and there's weird subtle moments where, like in the beginning of the film, Snyder's name is thrown up whenever you see Cyborg, whenever he's introduced after Superman's Echo. So like, it's really interesting just how much emphasis was put on Cyborg, was put on Ray Fisher for what we'll announce soon to be like the last time we're going to see him as Cyborg. But it definitely looked like this weird, like slight to all the shit that Whedon and Ray Fisher and all the accusations, everything. It definitely seems like a weird slight to Whedon and like a Snyder like nod to be like, yo, Fisher was my guy. I really like that. That's too meta. My bad.
No, I completely agree, and I think seeing the Snyder Cut, it definitely fleshes out a bit this what we've known to have been these differences between Whedon and Ray Fisher. I mean, really, like this Cyborg is at the heart of this movie and is like a major component for the audience to attach onto, and he's really truly fleshed out, like Danny said. And in the Whedon cut, he's very dry. I thought that Ray Fisher was still good in the role, but compared to this, there was so much that was cut out that you could see why, as the only black superhero in the movie, because again, the first Avengers movie from Marvel, 0 black superheroes. The first real black superhero that we got to see Don Cheadle transform from Terrence Howard. But the first real superhero movie from Marvel was Black Panther. We saw how much money that made, and now everybody's on the bandwagon with that. DC, this is their black superhero in the Justice League lineup, and he got removed more or less almost entirely from Whedon's cut. So it definitely stands out a lot, is one of the big ups of this movie. I also really like it, and it's weird to say, I dug that final scene with Jared Leto's Joker talking to Batman and everything. I mean, I don't know what accent Amber Heard thinks she's trying to do, but like, I actually really dug that scene with Joker and Batman. And it's so weird that this movie, it's teasing things that we're not gonna see. So
yeah, we're never gonna get these payoffs.
Point in time for a film to come out like this. This is something that, you know, is kind of unlike any other project that we've seen released on a big streaming service like this. I'm curious to see what we could see in the future.
Yeah. I mean, I absolutely agree. And we saw what Rico said in the and this is what he had said, like I said, we were going back and forth all day kind of talking about different parts, but Cyborg was the heart of the movie, of the team. And we saw all these new pieces that kind of made him into this character now that I feel like we didn't like. If we did, we got like snippets of in the original, but now we got like full on scenes and stuff like that. And another thing like that Rico actually had said was that they removed some of the just there for the sake of being there flash jokes. But he was still like this, you know, like fun character. I felt like he was kind of like, you know, like an us, like he was the audience kind of going, oh, this is so cool, you're Batman, like, you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. Like we still got those kind of things, but they took out like a couple of like, you know, just the jokes that were just haha, they were there for that, but it made him into like a better character overall. So
that anything heard British accent sucked. Anyway.
It's Atlantis accent.
Well, what I'm really curious to see now is based off of the fan reaction, because this was AT&T pushed for the Snyder Cut to get made after they acquired Warner Brothers, mainly as a cash grab. Like this, there's no interest on Warner Brothers or AT&T's part to continue on from here. So I'm really curious to see where we go from here.
Yeah, I mean, it's something exciting to think. So guys, we got to move on. We'd really love to hear what everybody else thinks of the movie. As you guys watch it, let us know. Keep posting on all our social medias. We'll definitely keep checking in. We want to do like a mini-sode on this. So by the time everybody kind of, you know, can ingest the movie a little bit, let's circle back and we'll all talk about it. But like, let's move on now. You guys want to do some DC in 60?
No.
Yeah, let's talk the future of the
We're doing it anyway. I don't know who's putting 60 seconds on the clock because Corey's not here. Who's putting 60 seconds on the clock?
Well, we have a producer named Tim. He works on the show. He wants to do it.
Tim, 60 seconds on the clock?
I'm just gonna keep saying whatever.
Are you all ready?
I'm ready.
We are ready.
All right, then here we go.
Surprise!
Crap! All right, the only other DC film that we will hopefully be getting this year is James Gunn's Suicide Squad, which is currently slated for August 6th. I'm super excited. Pete!
But HBO Max, the Green Lantern series, is going to start shooting in April with Arrowverse creator Greg Berlanti set to direct.
Yeah, and then the director of It Part 1 and 2, Andy Muschietti, is actually going to be directing The Flash, which is set to drop in November of next year and is rumored to create the multiverse within the DCEU and is going to feature a whole bunch of cameos from other heroes.
All right, so unfortunately, this is what Pete was kind of touching on. The Snyder Cut of the Justice League is likely to be the last time that we see Ray Fisher and Henry Cavill in their roles due to like conflicts with DC overall. All right, Pete.
And again, J.J. Abrams is going to be producing a new Superman film, and it's going to be set as the Black Superman story.
Damn it!
We almost got through things.
Yeah, we got through like none of them. We got paragraphs things to read this time.
See, but again, we're working with what we got, Danny. We're working with what we got. We have another trailer, though, people can look at that's not DC related.
We do.
Yeah,
so
from DC to Marvel.
Today is Mary Snyder but it's actually Falcon and Winter Soldier Eve. Is everybody excited? Let's go to the clip.
That's a good one.
So we're partners, co-workers, not necessarily a team. No.
I'm so excited for this because the full trailer like actually shows some of their bickering and it's just awesome. Like I just hope that's all I want is just action, fight, punch, bicker, fight, punch. That's all I want. I think it's hilarious.
It looks interesting. I mean, it's going to be 6 episodes over the course of the next 6 weeks. That is essentially like all the early reactions coming out so far have said that it's probably the most like just a straight up Marvel movie that we've seen. In WandaVision, outside of that last episode, we really did not see much action at all. So, I mean, this is definitely going to be a project that I think is going to hit with a lot of fans because we haven't had a Marvel project with a bunch of action drop in a hot minute.
Right. And not only that, I mean, there's a lot more stuff that hopefully like with every series now leading into something bigger, being that it's in the MCU and they're made to be connecting pieces and parts and stuff. There's a lot of Easter eggs we can find. There's a lot of things that like are going to be in there that it's very exciting. I'm super excited. I've been telling everybody I'm excited. Like this week is awesome for comic book, movie and TV show fans. Cause I mean, we got the Snyder Cut today and then we get Falcon and Winter Soldier tomorrow. And it's like, boom. Like yeah, I'm super excited on both aspects. Pete, what do you think about this series coming up?
I mean, I'm excited. To me, it looks like Marvel's version of Lethal Weapon. Like that's what I feel I'm gonna get.
It's pretty accurate.
I'm really liking the humor. I'm excited to see the series goes. And again, it carries on as WandaVision was 3 months after everything unfolded after Endgame. This is set for 6 months after Endgame, so it's going to be interesting how they carry through. Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be really cool. I like how we're getting them in increments. And then we have, so like what Paul said, we have 6 episodes. They're going to be what? We said like 45 to 50 minutes is the runtime.
That's what they're going to be. Nothing's going to ever hit an hour. It's going to be 40 minutes. It's going to be
going to be 90 minutes of credits. Okay. Is that what you wanted?
That sounds about right.
All right. You guys want to do some hashtag trending?
Sure.
Let's jump into
Rusty. Have you guys checked your bank accounts? Stimulus checks are here! Nothing? No.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
And just like that, they're gone. Congratulations. But what the real issue that's going on, everyone?
I'll pick it back up. All right. So a lot of us know about deepfakes while you take a sip of your alcoholic beverage. A lot of us have heard about deepfakes and
Red Bull.
There could be vodka in that. I don't trust any cans as there's
No blade.
I've had 4. No. So deepfakes have been getting better and better, and I'm sure most of us who are watching have seen a deepfake in the past. If you haven't, we have a test video of what kind of explaining them, right?
From the government.
Can we go to that real quick?
Yeah, it's freaky.
No.
This is a PSA. You can't believe anything you see these days. These glasses aren't even real. Neither is my face. All this stuff was 3D.
That's so weird.
It's creepy, right? Like you don't know anymore if a video is actually that person, which is like a big security concern for everybody.
I don't really look like this, just so you guys know. I really I don't have blue hair and
yes, this is all a filter.
An illusion.
But again, like back in the day when we even first heard about this kind of stuff, it was always like the weird, like janky kind of graphics that were over top.
Yeah.
But now you take a look at some of this stuff's really creepy. And like, Paul, I know you have the game that you want to play with us. Like, this shit's intense. I'm stoked.
Yeah. Yeah, so the thing that like made deepfakes recently go viral or that like really showed people how far that they have come is that one particular celebrity has had his face deepfaked over multiple videos, and it's creepy how similar it is. So we are going to play a game called Real Tom Cruise or Deepfake. We're going to take a look at 3 videos, and Danny and Pete, you guys are both going to guess if this is really Tom Cruise or if this is a deep fake video of him on somebody else. So can we go ahead and take a look at our first clip?
Hey, listen up, sports and TikTok fans. If you like what you're seeing, just wait till what's coming next.
Real Tom Cruise or deepfake?
I vote fake.
What did you say?
Fake.
I want to say real. One of them's got to be real.
That is actually not Tom Cruise. That is a deepfake video of someone else with Tom Cruise's face deepfaked over it. Pete, that's 1 for you. Danny, nothing for you. There's literally no reason for these points.
Yeah, but there's a difference between here. I work for a living on Catfish, so I see people faking shit all the time.
Look,
so I'm cheating a little bit.
If your Catfish people have this technology, they'll video chat all the time. So they're definitely fooling whoever they're catfishing if they can get this tech.
I'm starting an OnlyFans. Paul, what's next?
We got to move. Let's take a look at clip number 2. Is it really Tom Cruise or a deepfake?
Remember how much a polar bear weighs? I said, polar bear? He said, enough to break the ice. It's the last time I've ever seen Mikhail Gorbachev.
That sounded like Tom's. That sounded like Tom Cruise with the face.
First one
Was
did
that
too.
really Tom Cruise or was that a deepfake? What do you guys think?
And I don't think it's fair that I can't watch this again. I'm gonna say that one was TC.
That was what?
What?
Tom Cruise, TC. Come on, people, grow up, Count Chocula.
It sounded like you said TC or TC.
Anyway, I said it's real, Danny.
That's real.
I'm gonna. I look at this point. I really think one of them has to be real. I'm gonna say real.
That is not Tom Cruise. That is another deepfake video of Tom Cruise. He does not feature in that, and he did not ever meet Mikhail Gorbachev. So I thought that was going to be a giveaway. Wait, all fairness to you, we've got one more, and again, this could be either really Tom Cruise or someone has taken Tom Cruise's face and putting it on someone else's body. So just keep in mind, I did not go with the rule that we have to have one that is definitely.
Yeah, Danny's making up that rule.
So let's take a look at our final Tom Cruise or deepfake.
It's all the same.
Was that really Tom Cruise, or was that a deepfake of Tom Cruise singing on someone else's body?
Shit, I can't think of that movie. Was that Rock of Ages? I don't think he was. Well, I don't know. Was he in it? I can't tell. I don't like this game anymore. Danny, you say it's real. I'm gonna say fake.
Fine, real. I'll go 0 for 3.
That was really Tom Cruise, and that was Rock of Ages, which so partial points to you, Pete.
No.
He does feature as like the rock legend in.
Final answer was real or fake. He forced me to do real, so I get it.
He can get a half point. I lost track of the
points. I couldn't tell. I couldn't remember. See, this wasn't like on the spot. I couldn't remember who was in it. I was like, shit. Was he in Rock of Ages?
Folks, that was Tom Cruise or deepfake.
So next show is going to be hosted by Tom Cruise with blue hair, Tom Cruise with a giant beard, and Rusty Tom Cruise.
Ooh,
getting real tired of this Rusty bit.
All right, we gotta go to this next story. I've been hearing back and forth in the group chat whether we should do this story or not. I'm very confused. But a woman finds an entire other apartment through her bathroom mirror. which is absolutely insane. We have a video. Can we start rolling that while we're actually talking about this?
Yeah, but let's just talk. You find this entire thing she found through a hole behind her mirror in her bathroom.
Well, in her New York City apartment.
Yeah, what it explains is that the beginning of the video says, I felt a crazy draft in my bathroom and I checked all of the places where a draft should be coming from, and I determined that it was coming from behind my mirror, which is crazy.
Winter in the middle of New York, then the apartment. Yeah, she was feeling a draft. She was like looking all around. She's like, my heat's not working. The landlord's like, sorry about that. And then she's like, weird. Why, when I hold a candle up, does it blow out when I'm by the window? And then she takes off her mirror in her bathroom, and there's an entire like 2-bedroom apartment, which in New York, in Manhattan, is about $3,000. So like there's an entire $3,000 a month spot that's right there. And like she walked through and someone's living in it. Like someone is genuinely in the apartment. There's water bottles there. She's seeing all this shit. And then she's just like, well, I'm currently talking to my landlord about it, but I'll go to sleep at night.
I mean, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. In that video, which I put together, I actually like put in some footage from the Blair Witch Project, and y'all didn't even notice the difference between that and what was her actual apartment.
Roll that. Can we roll that again?
Actual Blair Witch footage like synced in there, and y'all didn't.
I thought I saw the dude right in the corner of that apartment. I thought.
Yeah, that's the end shot of the Blair Witch Project. Spoiler for everybody watching. Can you tell like the point where they like? Yeah, it's like going through this creepy footage in a shower.
Right here.
Oh, I was just fucking with you. You really did do it. Oh my
No, I seriously put in the Blair Witch footage, and y'all did not pick up on it. That is how creepy it is to find.
I did not even pick up on that. Yeah.
Apartment inside.
You know what I was expecting the second time around? I was expecting to be a different video, and both of us were going to be looking at it, and all of a sudden Daisy was going to pop up.
Oh, that would have been a good call. No, you got Tim would have put the wrong fucking clip on. Tim would have clicked something else. Just kidding.
Love you.
I feel like that's enough internet for today. Can we talk about some gaming?
Yeah, gamer time.
It's
Gamer time! 3, 2, 1, go!
All right.
Clearly, I don't even know the music that goes with the transitions, but yeah, take this one.
You don't know the transition music for gamer time because that you didn't pay attention. Anyway, I picked this because Pete, you and I have share a special place for anything Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Preach.
And I saw this game that harkens back to Turtles in Time.
Preach.
Was an awesome arcade style side scroller game. So a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game is coming called Shredder's Revenge, which is going to be arcade style side scroller, 4 players, button mash, just kill everything in sight. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Boom, in. It's coming out for PC and console game or systems.
I'm just glad I can play this at home and not have to go to like Dave and Buster's or whatever like restaurant down the street that would have like that tiny little corner room for kids to like play the whatever like 3 arcade games that the restaurant could afford. Anybody else go to those places?
That at this point was like COVID central, like in modern day. Yep. No.
Yeah, I think this is awesome. I loved Turtles in Time. I remember playing it, even like having it on a console. I remember like loving it. So I really hope this isn't. I mean, I can't imagine it's gonna be too much. It'd be great if it was like part of Game Pass or something like that. But I don't want to wish for everything. But I'm very excited. We should all get this and Twitch stream it because it would be a lot of fun. 4 players. Boom.
They want that stimmy money, Danny. They're not putting that up on Game Pass.
I'll give $30 of my stimulus money.
It's 4-player local. Like,
that's it.
4-player local.
Nope,
that's what we're leaving out. Like,
I thought it was gonna be co-op, online co-op.
Yeah, but it's also paying homage to the old school stuff, which is fascinating now because God knows we don't get that shit anymore. Like how
That's
what was
what
the
everybody thinks about every day now.
like that's it. Like I would get excited just playing Call of Duty with Paul when I'd be like, "Yo, you want to share a screen on this one?" So we both can play? I'm like, I don't care. I'm like struggling.
You weirdo, move out.
I haven't played on the same screen with somebody in forever. I don't remember the last time. I have I have my own personal monitor.
Baby. Battleborn.
That's it. That was legitimately the last time I shared a screen with anybody. That was.
But
Pete.
that's it. I mean, games they're becoming a lot more inclusive to yourself, which isn't, I think, an easy transition to our next game.
Yeah, this story means a lot to you, huh, Pete? Why don't you?
Yeah, yeah.
It does. No,
It's all yours.
So it's a game called Mixel. So basically, it is a game. Fun fact for everyone: helps with erectile dysfunction. You're curious about what it is? I'm curious too. If you ever saw the Fleshlight, guys, it is the Fleshlight. It is an app version of a Fleshlight that is teaching men how to control themselves. Just so everyone,
That's what you say when they find you with it. You say, "I'm teaching myself."
Listen,
Pete, you're gonna confuse people, and someone's gonna try to stick their dick in a phone.
Well, you're not putting your dick in the phone. You're putting your dick into a machine. I guess my favorite thing that explained it was this: early blast off, to stick with the space theme, doesn't necessarily have to be a problem, but if it bothers the team at Mission Control, it can lead to mental and emotional anguish as well as considerable frustration. No, honestly, all jokes aside, though, 1 in 3 men affected by it, especially from 18 to 59. And so the interesting thing that they're finding out is a lot of people think video games in general, you got to stay away. It's getting us it's a lot less sociable, all of this. This team in Spain, along with some doctors in the US, ended up coming up with this design to help a lot of men with mental health. 20% of men that are going through this have to go and seek therapy with it. So in all honesty, this was made by like a team that worked for 5 years in the porn industry on the Fleshlight, marketing and everything, and then ended up developing a whole entire like scientific system to help dudes out. And let's be honest, when it comes to like sex toys and everything, if you're trying to learn or get better, fun fact for everyone, it's like 80% women over men. So like dudes got a little thing to learn. You guys did not expect me to get that educational on it, did you? You're fucking welcome for that.
You have educational glasses on.
No, Pete, that was all great points. You also mentioned it affects 1 in 3, right?
That you got where I'm going from with that. You got where I'm coming from with that. There we go. One of us have been on a little.
One of these things is not like the other. One of these things does not belong.
Hold up.
That was a good time for a transition. I like that. Anyway,
Absolutely.
Product of the night.
After a nice round, I like that.
Some of us have some stinky feet. Some of us make some stinky shoes. Why not put some boot bananas in those shoes?
Should be safe to go back in now.
Thank you.
Do you want to roast me for what I said during our meeting, or do you want me to just say it?
Well, I mean, again, one thing, I just love how we went from one phallic thing to another phallic thing. Clearly, only one of these things deserve to go, are supposed to go on your phallic thing. But boots bananas. Yeah, Danny, no, go explain to us what the issue was, why you didn't find boots bananas to be as useful.
Look, they're bananas. I was like, boots. So they're made for, like, you know, boots, like construction workers. I'm assuming they have to wear their boots all day. I was like, oh, it's marketing towards people who have boots because they're bananas, like big. And then the preview that we saw, the commercial that we actually saw that's available on Amazon to watch the whole full commercial, sticks them in the tennis shoes. So the commercial finishes and we're doing the meeting. I was watching the commercial and I said out loud, oh, you can use them for sneakers. Holy shit.
Yeah, boots and shoes. Apparently, they had to put that in the name. Which, can we just give a shout out to their marketing department, because that was like a snippet of like a minute and a half long commercial with like very oddly high production value for a product that is bananas. That you put in your shoes to deodorize them. Like, it was pretty
Look,
impressive.
Paul, they go big or they go home. There's no
One
small
would think that
parts.
the commercial was bananas. One would say that. But it honestly was looking like 28 weeks later. Like, I was ready for them to like walk in at that point, and then it just turns into an entire zombie theme. And you're like, just make sure your feet smell fresh. Like, that's it. Like, that's how that commercial ends. But God bless it.
I mean,
If more commercials were like that, I'd buy more products.
I told you guys what I was thinking. They should like the Boots bananas market only to Boots. You get something smaller fruit to market towards like sneakers and tennis shoes and stuff like that. I said plums just because it was the first thing that I thought of. But you said strawberries. You want an alliteration? It's strawberry shoes. You like the song?
Who would like that? Would
like the song?
Yeah, but
Whatever
what market? Yeah, like the
floats your
Beatles song, "Strawberry Shoes Forever." But like, at what point is like the marketing team being like plums? That's the good one. Like, no one picks plums for anything, Danny. No one being
Exactly.
Plums.
They need to be more popular.
Dragon fruit.
Dude, dragon fruits are awesome. They're so cool.
Nope.
They're bright and colorful on the outside, and they look like you can make them into like frozen ice cream. They're awesome.
Yeah, I think
We're
we're rounding down the end of this, aren't we? We're getting down.
We're running out of fruit.
We are. But before we get out of here, guys, we have so much in store for what we want to do in the future. We just wanted to put this out to everybody. If you guys have an idea for something to do like a mini episode or to do a pre-tape that you want to do with us or on your own, let us know. Reach out to us. We're going to be posting stuff on our social medias. We want to basically hear from you guys. What do you want to talk about? What do you want us to talk about? And how can we all join together and have fun and make this show into what we really want it to be, a community of people talking about what they want to hear about and what they really are interested in. So moving forward, we are going to make some social media posts, and we want to find out what you guys are interested in. If you're interested in making a mini-sode with one of us or by yourself or with another person or something like that, let us know. And moving forward, we'll work with you and we'll try to set some stuff up. And I have to say this because Tim is forcing me to.
Nice.
Like and subscribe on all of our videos because we really do need the support. Every single like counts. Every single subscribe helps us a little bit. And guys, we've already started recording new minisodes and we're getting more centralized on topics we're really excited about and stuff like that. So stick close. We're editing them as fast as possible. They're really going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we've turned around a couple already, and just being able to sit there and watch some of them, it's been a lot of fun, even the rough versions. So I'm really excited for you guys to actually see some of this stuff coming out soon. So guys, stay tuned with everything we've got. Have a great night. Have a great weekend. Check all of our social medias moving forward, and we'll be, keeping you in the know when we're going to be here live and when we're going to be releasing pre-taped episodes. And without further ado, Rusty, do you have anything else to say?
Rusty is officially dead. Like that's the only thing that I have to add.
Long live Rusty
enjoy
too!
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Absolutely.
Rusty's dead.
Good night, everybody!
He's dead.